Hello everyone. I don't usually do a video like this, but after just seeing just like the general state of my feed, what's going on around the world, it kind of like makes you want to talk about it, especially considering, there's 7 billion people around the world. They're doing their same takes of similar platforms, whether it be, the same like YouTube or Facebook, TikTok, and all that shit. So throwing my hat into the ring, just giving my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I want to cover first, I thought it was pretty interesting, because I'm subscribed to a lot of commentary channels. Uh, Maybe just like because it's like it's pretty popular, like the whole counterculture thing, right? You watch someone do something really cringe or give a really cringe take or anything like that, and you have like someone just like debunk them, outsmart them, and just kind of like prove why they're wrong. And then they like if they do it in a reasonable manner, then it kind of shows like what, maybe that other person is pretty in fact cringe and or doesn't know what they're talking about. So I always found that kind of interesting, and that kind of like way of debate spears. Similar ways, you know, I'll probably just put like a little few examples, and they'll probably just like scroll through for a little bit on like a few channels that I thought I would just highlight that kind of do this. And even though like some of them are, you know, I want to say like kind of like I guess like shit like kind of like dumpy and like old like I don't know like leafy stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of like shit like that. It's kind of like it's there. It has a place. You know. But you can. I don't know about you, but for me, I can only watch so much for like calling something cringe, or like depending on like what the outrage is and like what's going on. But as before, the world is just like slowly craning into the void, and I feel like people are just losing their fucking minds more and more, whether it just be uh, the rotation out there doing it or just the people around them causing them to go fucking crazy. I have no fucking idea, but it just seems like shit becomes more and more wilder, especially since I fucked that segue up so much. But like I was gonna bring up the recent Tom Dark Sadist video. I recently watched that, and I thought that was pretty fucked up because I didn't. I had no clue that was like a thing. Like or like I guess like you always hear the worst, right? Like people like literally doing the most obscene, abhorrent things on the internet, and you're like, oh yeah, those are just like horror stories. But sometimes, like unironically, you know, people are pretty fucked up and crazy, and they and if they find like people that are in a similar capacity, they'll pretty much do the same, or like they'll admit to like a lot of shit. And I felt like that was pretty self-evident, just like as I watched out through the entire Tom Dark video. And granted, it's not only like Tom that like has exposed this person, but like uh, like all the like people that have like already archived everything from that like person on that, and like the group in of itself that was like involved in that. And so life continues.
One thing about Meowbot is like if this was like a full-on troll, which I think it is, I think that's definitely a dude. Why? Like I get that you want a big following and all that stuff, but you're not really profiting off of it much. This is TikTok we're talking about, and the Discord that you did create, you kind of just acted toxic in. So I don't know what your goal is. I think this is just a person that wanted to be toxic on the internet, and if that's the case, then I mean you do you. I mean I'm not here to stop any trolling going on, but the trolling's not really even like funny. It's not, so I don't understand it, so I'm just gonna be here to clown it. And I want to personally thank Meowba for being a good topic on my channel. You made me $938. I figured since you're gonna do a little bit of trolling, I'd do my part as well. I'll even do a little bit more. Everybody watching this video, if you want to make some money, I'd make a video on Meowba right now, and I'd make it on him being a boy. I mean, who knows, you might be able to make $900. Just do it.
I don't know about making $900, but I think it's a pretty good topic just to overall talk about. because obviously it's one of those situations where, uh, you know, not everyone is who they say they are on the internet. Just like through the power of technology, people are easily able to, uh, show an image of whoever they like to, whether it be streaming and or recording yourself. Pretty much like I'm doing the same, but like there's also other caveats to like streaming, where like when you're streaming, you pretty much like you can't really take it out. Like it's like if something bad happens, it's kind of like there for everyone and whoever's watching, and then whoever recorded it, to watch up to that point. But another thing to just kind of segue into after pretty much having that topic of people not saying who they actually are, or just like, well, also like the other intentions of what other people might have to say about whoever else. And I bring this up because like this is kind of like, I want to say like within the week, but recently. Hence the title of just like why I want to cover like just like a bunch of like shit in one go, right? Is because it's like, because there's this little Cammy doc or whatever, in like Destiny covered it. He had like a handful of people from the like said like document or whatever come on and like reasonably say like like what's going on here, and like I'll put a few clips and all that later, or like up in the up there, just kind of show.
I don't know. I think we just inherently sort of disagree. I mean, where I come from, to be fair, like, if you were 18 or 15, you'd get fucking beaten up. Like, I don't know.
I don't know the fuck you live, but that sounds like a very dangerous place. I don't want to get out of there.
Yeah, it's just different in culture. Like, I think fucking, I don't know. I think we just disagree. Like,
well, I'm not saying that it can't be like a little bit weird, right? Like it can be. It absolutely can be. It's not like something that's like, oh yeah, this is like 100% the most. But like, I don't know if it was like so weird that it's like it seems like one of those things. Like I'm thinking back in high school, like if a senior was dating a sophomore, it'd be like, it would not be like everybody does that. But I wouldn't hear it immediately think, oh my god, predator rape is horrible. Like this person's life needs to be destroyed. That's what I'm saying. But there, it doesn't seem like there's much of an in between. Like my biggest question for what I don't understand is that like, if this was weird or bad or needed to stop, why didn't the girl say so? Or why didn't any of the other people involved say so? Why would she keep stringing him along right till the very end and then drop like a nuclear weapon document to destroy his life? That just seems like insane to me.
Yeah, I guess so.
What's up, John Swan? How you doing, my dude?
My name was like brought up here like a few times. What's going on?
Were you involved in the creation of a document against Cammy?
That's a
I
yes.
wasn't. I was not directly involved. In
Oh god.
Oh my god. Hold on. Wait, do you guys just hold on? I'm sorry. I'm getting information. John Swan, you can correct me if this is wrong. John Swan is a YouTuber. He's 20 now, I think. Last year he called somebody a pedophile because he was 15 and sexted with a 12-year-old who he thought was 13. Is that true?
Well, he never explicitly. So
No, that's not true. There's a lot to do with that situation. That's like very convoluted. That happened ages ago. I do not.
Okay. I'm just getting random shit DM'd me. I'm just...
Yeah, no, that was a long time ago. Different situation, very different circumstances. To do with it, I don't know why that's being brought up as fact.
I guess like to reiterate my issue for newcomers in here, it seems like we're trying to destroy a guy's life for nothing. Because like it sounds like there was no predatory or grooming behavior, despite what this dipshit Harley is saying on Twitter. It doesn't seem like the Liz person said anything about like, hey, please stop, or I'm uncomfortable. That seems to be the case. It seems like it was mutual, like they were both flirting with each other back and forth. And then out of nowhere, I guess people are talking to Liz and convinced her that it was unhealthy or horrible, and then they wrote a doc to ruin this dude. Why?
And even with those minor clips of like small evidence of like going over the small document and what they say about the document, they say one thing but they claim another. And it's just kind of like overall really fucked up because yeah, I wish I grabbed the clip earlier while I was grabbing clips and all that, but it's just like Destiny said, like back in the day you'd fight with knives, but now you're kind of like fighting with warheads, and this is pretty much like the extreme, right? You're pretty much like destroying a man's life, like even though you don't really have anything like solid or anything like worth any weight, you know what I mean? So when people start like just saying random bullshit and defaming others, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just really telling. It's just that like overall that like you probably shouldn't trust those types of people. Like, and I would even say so like John Swan, like if anyone like is listening to this, or if he himself is listening to this, like do not trust John Swan. Don't hang around with him. He is nothing but a Discord sprig. I can already tell that, and I don't even know the guy personally. I've just seen like the little clips, comments, and whatever else everyone says about him. Like I'll even like just say it right here. Like play the clip, Johnny, quick.
The details of John's involvement in the document were revealed to me in full details of today. It can be definitely proven that John edited the 15-year-old victim's statement with his own wording and passed it off as what she stated. The orange is John. This is just one page. In the coming days, I fully intend to compile and release every single one of John's edits in the document. This is not a matter of individual words. He grammatically corrected. John changed and edited entire paragraphs and passed them off as Liz's statement. This is inexcusable. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
He didn't get to make a video, but he just doesn't ever finish them. So
spends too much time smoking weed like another content creator I know.
Yeah.
True.
But I actually
Yeah,
get
this
videos out
is
sometimes.
delusional.
This is indefensible. No, this is just I mean, I shouldn't be stunned, but I am. So
I'm not.
well, I'm just more. I'm not stunned because I'm saying this is outside of his character. I'm stunned because I'm like, this is just so retarded and unnecessary. How did John?
Stupid.
How did John not realize? This is what I'm thinking, right? How did John not realize that somebody was going to go back and like, if edits are public and can be proven and shown? How did he not realize that somebody was going to come out and say, "Hey, asshole, you're trying to throw all this shit my way"? No. You need to take responsibility for what you did here. Here you go. Here's all the fucking receipts. Like, did he not realize that this is like shown? You can look at like edit histories and stuff like that.
Why would he say on stream that he wasn't directly involved? How could he think it would never come out after all the other shit?
Wait a minute, did you read the DMs that Aiden put out earlier of him in Lizard's DMs trying to say that fucking Aiden is the mastermind?
Swan,
Yeah, and
Aiden
this
has
was after all this came out, right?
Aiden has
3
a
hours
grudge
ago.
against me
this
because
is like
he maliciously leaked one of Augie's things one time, and it left a sour taste in my mouth. So I cleared DMs with him, and I'm careful with what I tell him now. So he's salty that I don't trust him. Then Liz says, okay, now what about Cammy? John says, also, he's friends with Jaco, so I think they kind of influence each other. Cam probably got shitty information from Aiden, or at least that's what I think.
Oh, so he's talking about, like, Cammy's retraction tweet.
Yeah.
This Jaco character, this Jaco guy cannot be trusted. He's like another John Swan type.
Given that little anecdotal clip / evidence, so I would, given, like, from trusted people, I would say, like, if some people are like, yeah, this guy can't be trusted, you probably don't want to hang around with him. At the same time, I'd probably say the same. You probably just don't want to hang out with him. You probably don't even want to like be near him. It's just like overall, you just rather not. And I would even show you like the apology he restated like a few like days after, because that also has came out about like how he was very sorry about how he handled it and all that. But just overall, like after like so many like time, or like not so many, like so much time, and like the opportunity that you have, it's just like, why would you? I guess so, why would you squander it, or why would you blow it like so many times? And it's just like, I don't know about you, but like just like throughout the years, like even like Nicholas Diorio says, like, there's a pattern of behavior that like we have like a year or so on like long, that was just like John Swan and him just being like that type of person, I guess. So it's just like, well, if the evidence is there and he hasn't changed like within this time frame, I guess like give it a little bit more time, I guess, and if not, then like I don't know. But even then, like obviously like keep your distance from like people like that. Like you can't obviously like give like weight to, or like you can't rely on, because like, you know, you go like rest your back on them and they just kind of like let you fall. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? I thought you had me. It's like, oh, my bad. I just like assumed you were tired and then I moved out of the way. Well, I think that pretty much about wraps up everything I want to talk about. I'll probably head out. I'll probably leave you with a meme before I go. I gotta go catch up on that giant Ep and Amber Heard case. I've been watching that with XQC, and our parasocial bond has never been stronger, you know. Just bonding and watching as you know, one of probably like one of my favorite actors since Paul Walker died. I was about to say Chris Walker, but you know, Paul Walker, yeah, good man. Shame he's gone though. Well, with that said, I'll leave you with the meme. Hoping to catch you around. I hope you stuck around fully. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Stick around. Might do more videos if you know, if this one does up well, you know. So later.
Like,
Yeah,
this-
we need to get
this
close.
damn
I need to
from-
get close to the source. Why? Okay, now this document sounds really vindictive. What are we doing
Okay.
here? What's going on here, guys?
Oh,
What do you mean?
boy.
It feels like we're roasting a dude's life for nothing.
I don't know. I'm cool with Cammy. I just
I
learned
was
this
cool with
document was
him, like-
dropped. I got sent it like by a
Okay,
couple
wait.
of
If all
people.
you guys are cool with him, why did none of you guys stand up for it when this fucking doc is going around trying to
Oh,
destroy
sorry,
I
him?
just
I'm
learned
cool with it
about
until I
this.
got, like,
This
the
is me.
evidence.
No, okay. This I just learned about this. This is my first public comment on it. This
Oh.
is me defending him coming on this stream.
Okay. Damn.
And I'm fine with Cammy. Like at the worst, it's just like a little bit of a weird relationship. But like I don't know if it's gonna be. If I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is like evil. Oh my, holy shit, right? That's my perspective on the situation. I don't know. I'm not gonna stop being friends with Cammy over this.
Is there anybody else in the friend group that has a crush on the girl? Oh, that sounds like a big yes. Why did you laugh?
I'm not even a part of the friend group. I just think it'd be really funny if it was.
Wait.
This is literally the meme. Like Liz is like, I consent, and Cammy's like, I consent, and then John Swan's like, well, I don't.
and I don't know if he's. I gotta go, I don't know if I'm ready. Just know in the bag, it don't fall like confetti. It's me and my brothers instead of net. Yeah. Hop in the car, it's a Honda, a Chevy. Charge me an arm and a leg, but whatever. As long as it give me like Mario Andretti. Sound like an awful year. All I get the arm first thoughts and prayers. Pretty fast talk like an auctioneer. You cannot afford what it costs to care. Show no love for the long career. Now the show's over, it's off the air. Growing up, I never thought it'd be like this. Trying to be like Skip and never lost the hair. Do it for the fan, fuck all the data. And for the fans, thank y'all for the ladder. Everybody else, thank y'all for the chatter. Swinging for the fence, looking for a couple hits like a home run ball to Saturn. I felt like Marshall Mathers when he lost the battle, but I won that war, and that's all that matters. 80 proof is in the pudding. Penicillin with the Hennessy. That's the taste of my own medicine. That's what makes it my remedy. They try to erase my memory. I think that creates an identity. I think that's what makes you my enemy. But you not replacing my legacy. That's a long line. That's outside. That's my hometown. So that shit out twice. At the wrong place, at the wrong time. If I die, take my hard drive. Every song you find.